Hello everybody, this is Sandra from Savvy Teaching Tips. I'm here today to share with you another classroom tip. Today I wanted to talk about phoneme mapping, which is a way to introduce sight words and a way to introduce sounds and phonemic awareness in early primary classes. It's a great way to follow the science of reading curriculum as well. When you're doing phoneme mapping, you are trying to find the sounds in the word, not the number of letters. So what that means is phonemes are the sounds in the word and graphemes are the letters in the word. But we're not going to teach the kids those words. We're just going to talk about finding the sounds. So let's look at the word this. This is a word that has 3 sounds but 4 letters. So if I was going to do some phoneme mapping, I'm going to have my whiteboard and I'm going to write the word this. There's the word this. So when I'm teaching with the kids, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let's map the sounds. Th, eh, s, this. I would do this a few times and then we could do the next sight word. The, and it doesn't matter if it's a regular sound or if it's an irregular sound, because the, well, that's but that's an E, which says eh. So we're not going to get into that detail. We're just looking for the number of sounds. Then when you've done that, you can introduce Elkanon boxes, or sound boxes, some people call them. And so you would draw the boxes. You can, I have a freebie linked below with some worksheets that you can just print out and have your own copy of Elkanon boxes with you. You can slip them in those clear page protectors too to keep them safe, and then you don't have to laminate and worry about that. I really like doing that. But anyway, what you can do is you get yourself some counters, which I don't have right now, but you put the counters below the boxes. And so this Elkanon box has 3 boxes in it because there are 3 sounds in the word this. And so I'm going to go the, s, this. And as I say each sound, I'm going to push the counter up into the box. So after we do that a few times, you can do a multi-sensory approach too. I've seen people use little balls of Play-Doh and put them on top of each box, and then they squish them in. And as they squish them, they go this. That's also a really great way to do things. You can also use blocks, like, just multi-link cubes or something from your math manipulatives. If you don't have this, you could use poppets, which are, those fidgets where you can pop the button through and then you can turn over and pop it down again, and kids have them all over the place. They're really popular. You can buy a big rectangular one and cut it into strips if you've got a good pair of scissors, and then you could have those for the kids to pop as they're saying the sounds as well. This is a really good, remember, we're trying to differentiate between the sounds and the word. We're trying to teach the kids to do that themselves. I just thought I'd give you a little aside here about my own personal philosophy when teaching, because I believe that whenever you're teaching a concept and you're using a manipulative, you need to switch up the manipulatives, because otherwise the kid will tie that concept to that manipulative. But if you switch up the manipulatives, so we've been using Play-Doh, then we use blocks, then we use poppets. I've got a picture of poppets there. Anything like that, that really helps get that concept into their brain. So now I wanted to talk about some games that you can use to practice phonemic awareness. So one of them is Simon Says. So the teacher says the sounds and the kids touch that part of their body. So the teacher goes, Simon says, leg. And the kids have to leg. And if they touch their leg, they stay in the game. And if they don't, they sit out. You can pick another one. The teacher, Simon says, n-o-z, n-o-z. And the kids go, n-o-z, no-o-z, nose, right? So it's really engaging. The kids love it. And because if you can turn anything into a game, they love it. Another game you could do is called phoneme hopscotch. So we're not actually using a hopscotch, but we're standing up and we're going to hop to the different a number of phonemes. So the teacher says the word dog, and so the student hops out the sounds. D-o-g. 3 jumps. D-o-g. 3 jumps. Let's do it with another word. K-at. K-at. Cat. Kids do it. Kids love doing it. It gets them moving. It's fun to play. I'm really lucky. My classroom's on the ground floor, so I can open the door and just step outside if the weather's nice and do that. And it's not quite as distracting because I've got the rest of the class working on word work or something like that. But anyway, so the last game I wanted to talk to you about is called Break It Down. Now, the teacher goes, I say the word and you break it down. Hop. And the student says, hop, hop. So then the teacher will say, I say the word and you break it down. Cat. Cat. That's what the student says. You can speed up as the kids start to improve with the game. Again, little kids, you know, if you're working with Ks and 1s and they're really quiet and really shy and they don't talk a lot, when you're doing any of these games, maybe you don't want to isolate them. Maybe you want to do it as a group. Let's do it as a group. I'll say it and everybody repeat after me. And do that a few times, you know, the next day and the next day. And then after that, you can do it with, you know, Johnny, I say the word and you break it down. Hop, up, that sort of thing. That's all I had to say for you today. That was how we do phoneme mapping, and it's a fantastic tool, and it's an essential skill that the kids need if they're going to be working through the science of reading. So don't forget to push that like button and subscribe to my channel, and check out my Facebook or my Instagram at Savvy Teaching Tips, or my TikTok at Savvy Teaching, and I'll be back with another video soon. Bye!